rate, that means property that have 100% occupancy rate are not a priority because it's already full. And then we need to weight the impact factors such as occupancy rates, inquiries, converted inquiries, instant books, and earning history. And next, how to count the lowest cost calculation. We need to weight the effort factors such as learning time and execution time. And this is my progress. My highest potential one of the screenshot from my table that I create in Excel of occupancy rate. I group the data weekly because I think the closer the data to right now, I mean, it's more relevant. That's why I weight the week 4, 40%, week 3, 30%, week 2, 20%, and week 1, 10%. Because the closer the data, the more relevant. And for the inquiry, I also use the same weight from week 1 to week 4. And what I do is short-term solution that I manually combine the data from Redash in Excel. It takes too much time and effort. And the long-term solution is to create a new query on Redash because it's faster and easy to customize. And then my next strategy is to create a high potential table like this. The numbers is just random numbers. It's just an example. And the weight for occupancy rates is 10%, the inquiries is 30%, the converted inquiries is 15%, the instant book is 15%, and the earning history is 30%. And also want to create a low cost table like this with the learning time weight is 20% and execution time weight is 80%. And then I will create the final table with column of potential from my high potential table and the cost column from the low cost table. And the weight is the potential 75% and the cost is 25%. I am leaning to potential because I think the highest the potential is it's more natural if it costs more. But it's worth it rather than moderate potential with moderate cost. So this is my reference from where I take the data and how to create the strategy from Redash and previous prompts. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Siapa? Aldi, can you keep your slides share aja, biar nggak usah ditutup ya. Um, the slide. Hmm. Can you go back a little bit? So the conclusion is, what is the conclusion? Sorry, readers dashboard.
This is my reference
Okay.
how I take the data from and how to create
But
the
you
strategy.
haven't tried to make it.
No, I take these numbers. This is real numbers that I already take from Redash and I
Okay,
combine it
so
in
you do it
Excel.
manually, right?
Yes, I did manually.
How about using Redash? Have you tried it?
Yes, this is my one of my long-term solution, but I'm not really accustomed yet to Bukit Vista database, so I choose the short-term solution by manually combine.
Okay,
I
can you
will,
go
I
back
will
to
do
the manual calculation?
this.
Right, okay. Pin it right there. I'll offer to Vidi for any questions.
Okay, so the factors. Hi, Rizal. The factors that you're taking currently is occupancy rate, inquiries, and then past revenue. Yeah, I think it's in the next slide. See, this one is just a portion of the data, right? You want
Yes,
to use the next one. I think the next slide. No, no, next slide again. Sorry. Yeah, this one, right?
This one.
Instant books. No, previous slide.
yes.
Yeah, this is the factors: occupancy rate, inquiries, converted inquiries, instant book, earning history. My first question is: are there any weights to these features?
I'm thinking of adding views before the inquiries.
Oh,
But
weights is
oh,
ada pembobotannya nggak?
Itu
oh
wait.
no, I do this from reference from the previous BI scrums by Kak Bayu. He used the
Oh,
weight,
you
so I
use the
choose the
same
weight.
weight.
No, no, I took that weight as reference and I changed it a little bit.
Ah, okay. So, lah weights-nya mana?
Itu bre
Oh,
10% deh
Oh, 10%, 30%, 50. Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Ya, ya,
kanan.
ya. Ya, yang di belakang kanan itu kan. Oke.
Hmm.
Ah, this one is okay, I think. This one is okay. The cost-nya mungkin ya. How do you measure the learning time and execution time? Is it
uh,
approximation? Is it based on the property size or anything?
yeah. I think the how to do this is maybe from the previous optimization.
Previous
If
optimization.
the property is already optimized, then you can use the previous optimization as
Ah,
reference.
I see. So if you just optimize it
The first time,
last week and
yeah,
then
for
you
example.
it still doesn't work, so it will have higher effort, something like that, right?
Mm.
Okay, that's interesting approach. What about learning time as well?
Yeah, learning. I think learning time is the time that you need to do to make a plan how to
Analysis.
optimize. Yes, how to optimize the
What is
property
the
and
unit of the learning time then?
it's day. It's what
Day,
day. Yes,
not hour, yeah, but day,
yes,
yeah.
not
And execution time as well. Okay.
also day.
And learning time is 20%, execution time is 80%. Can you explain that a
Yeah,
little bit? Why you think the weight is like that?
yeah, because learning time is just the plan and execution time is the real because sometimes things this doesn't go with the plan, so I wait more the execution time more than the learning time.
Hmm. That's an interesting take. Yes, I would have thought that people need more time to brainstorm so that the execution, but the execution is just execution, right?
Oh
But you
yeah,
need
that,
time to
that does make
analyze as well.
sense. Yeah, this I guess this is too leading too much to execution time.
Uh, and what do you do with the potential result and cost result again in the next slide? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, potential
combine.
75 and cost 25%. Yeah.
Yes,
Uh, is the cost negative or how? Because cost is negative, right? By nature. But why is this
uh,
positive 75% in this case in the calculation? Or do you invert the value?
oh yeah, because we choose the lowest cost, so uh, the cost is yeah, this negative.
Yeah, because if you use this calculation, if you have lower cost, it awards the property with lower
Oh
point,
yeah, yeah, I understand.
right?
Yeah,
Maybe
it
that's
has
just
to be
one.
negative.
Yeah, so negative inverted value or something like mathematically speaking. Mm, yeah, that's it from technical side. From a redash, what is your biggest friction in using redash?
Excuse me, what my biggest
What
what?
is your biggest friction, difficulties in using redash? Is it
Uh,
only the table structure, or are there any other issues?
the issues. It's not really an issue because it's just my first time using Reader, so I need a bit time to custom.
And you're
And
familiar with SQL, right?
yes, I familiar with SQL, but I did SQL from a long time ago.
I
I
see.
kind of forget that, but
Okay,
I'm trying to remember it.
right.
And the others is maybe there are the dashboard. Not all the dashboard is perfect because the one that with in the occupancy rate, some data has above one.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's maybe something like that.
Okay, no taken. If you have any frictions on redash, feel free to reach out. Yeah. That's it from me, Lilith. But that are some of the notes, the technical wise.
Okay.
Back to you.
Thank you, Vidi. So my questions: what is your innovation compared to the current method that we have?
Yeah, I want to, as long as I finish this short-term solution, and then I start to go to the long-term solution combining
Okay.
by
Okay, I
learning,
understand that part, but
learning the skill more.
what I understand right today, you are copying the current method, right? I'm hoping when you are copying it, at least you can show us, you can at least make it more efficient if you cannot make it more effective. So what I mean, that's why I'm questioning what is the changes between what we have done and your proposal here. In this presentation, I cannot see,
Oh,
for example, like VD cannot see your coding skill, for example, because you don't try to make at least the samples of the redash.
yeah. What I changes from the what I'm copying, but what my innovation is, I don't include the views because from Kak Bayu solution he is using views, but I don't use that because I think views is can be fuse number can be an accident because what does it take to generate a fuse is just by a click. So I think there are some people who misclick it and who doesn't intend to open
Mm,
to views them. So I don't use fuse because it can be an accident. But inquiries you manually ask them ask the question, so it has
okay.
the higher probability to less
So
accident.
in this case, you would like to say that views is not important. We don't really need to investigate views. Is that correct?
Yeah, for counting the potential because views is definitely higher than inquiries. But I think it's even if I add views, I think the weight is less, is small.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I think that's my questions. Vidi, do you have any more question?
Okay. Maybe if you want to add like added value, can yeah, from the existing one
Mm.
is still not found, you can actually try to initiate result. Like this is for a suggestion. Like if you want to change the weight, why do you think the weight is more accurate now compared to the existing
Mm.
one? That is
Yeah,
one
I
probably.
don't know that. It's
Yeah,
just my
because you have to because the proposition here is something that is very similar to what we are doing right now. What you're doing is omitting one of the feature, which the reason itself when I hear your reasoning is still uh, unclear because pertaining to views, the marketing team that does do like copywriting and all that stuff to attract the views. So that is why, right? In SEO, we also measure number of views as our KPI because we have to optimize the SEO through, let's say, tags, keywords, and so on and so forth. So it's not negligible. Or you can do like just like the latest mentioned, make it more efficient. You can without having to transfer this to Excel. You can already get the data in Redash directly. You see Redash, you reload, you refresh, and then you see the top 5 property that we need to optimize. They don't need to do any calculation, something like that, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Vidi. Yeah, that's the explanation to why I'm questioning. I'm not giving you the explanation, but I want you to think. Without any views, you cannot get occupancy. Basically, you
Inquiries.
cannot get booking. So why are you neglecting that?
Yeah,
And
one real example. For example, there's one listing with 10,000 views in 1 week, but no inquiries, no converting inquiry, no instant book. Can we say that this property doesn't have potential? No, because there's 10,000 view, there is potential in that. Most probably, like logically speaking.
Yep. So there must be something to the next stage that we need to take care of on how to convert it. Okay, is there any additional what is that presentation from your side, Rizaldi? Or it's
Yeah, I was thinking of using machine learning or deep learning model to weight them automatically, but I still don't know which model should I use.
just to determine the
So yeah,
weight
maybe
or
in the future I will think determine the weight and also to future do like a time series forecasting, how we how the revenue in the next week for each property, so we know which one that we need to optimize.
hmm. Okay, so machine learning model to determine the weight
Yeah, manually.
and also
Because
projected the next revenue for a certain property. Gitu ya?
yes,
Okay, okay. Actually, I don't have further questions about that. Vidi, do you have further questions about that?
Uh, that is possible, but we do not have the target data, which is the potential result. If you want to
mm,
measure the weights, you have to like, okay, this number of features, and then the potential result is 0.8, and you have 1,000 data, then you train the model over it. That's possible, but we don't have the potential result right now. And machine learning, I think with your time frame, it's
mm,
a bit short until Saturday, right? So maybe if this
Um,
already succeeds, you
this
can
is the
tell me that.
last presentation, by the way.
Oh, this last presentation?
Yeah, we only
yeah,
have 4 days
Oh,
for
for
this trial. I'm not really sure why.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
Because I think the completion by 27 for MBEC time.
yeah, yep,
That's
yep.
what they discussed. Okay, so yeah, the time frame is we don't have enough data for the potential result because you need the target data in training machine learning model.
okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Vidi, for the confirmation. Okay, I think I lost my connection. Can you hear me, guys? Yep,
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
I'm back.
yes,
I'm back.
yes.
Okay, so thank you very much, Vidi, and also Rizaldi. I think that's that for your presentation. Thank you very much. Let's go to Dipta. I'm not really sure where is Pedro. I already text him, but he's not
Halo Kak,
coming back. Perhaps there's connection issue.
halo halo.
So go ahead,
Hello, all.
Dipta.
My name is Nita. I'm here as a BA trial intern, and I'm gonna present it my. Can you see my share screen?
Yep.
Okay, for this project, I'm taking case how we can improve the marketing for Nusa Penida properties. This is the market size in general in Bali. We see that we have a decreasing number from uh, 13 million to 7 million. This because maybe because of pandemic situation. And how was market size in Nusa Penida? On March 2020, Nusa Penida traveler only around 500 per day, and the traveler spending around $200 per day. Yeah, it's include of all, not just the accommodation. For the total potential market for traveler is around $100,000. And then how was Nusa Penida condition for tourism? Nusa Penida tourism activities divided to three parts. First, in the west, where it more focused on marine and coastal tourism like diving. As we can see in here, the west part is uh, have many diving sites, and then the middle part and also the eastern part. Uh, while in the middle and the east part, more like spiritual tourism, agrotourism, and creative economy. For the accommodation, uh, in the western region have around 90%, and the central region is 9%, and the eastern region is 1%. This is the various circumstances that could potentially affect Nusa Penida properties. I'm using this pastel method. The first one is political. This is from PPKM, and then economic, where pandemic affecting citizen economic, and then socio-cultural, where people consider go to Bali then Nusa Penida is very low in Nusa Penida. So I came with this strategy. The first one is marketing on social media, especially Instagram, and then collaborate with Nusa Penida travel agency to make package. And the last one is make special offer to our guests. The first one is marketing on social media. Each property should have one reels to advertising their property and then put it on highlights. Like this Canggu property and Ubud property. For Nusa Penida property, we don't have the highlight. This purpose to let customer view our property so they know how our property look like, and then they can consider to take our property. How it works, we can take video on our property in Nusa Penida and then put it on the highlight called Nusa Penida property. The second strategy is collaborate with Nusa Penida travel agency to make package. We can collaborate with Nusa Penida travel agency to make package where the travel agency provide various activity in Nusa Penida and we provide hostelry. The purpose is to advertise our property. How it works is we can approach this Instagram account Nusa Penida vacation to collaborate because they only have 1 day trip and they didn't provide 1 day and 1 night or 2 day and 1 night. The last one is make special offer to our guests. This purpose to attract and maintain our guests. For example, after guests stay in our property, we can offer 10% discount on their next stay if they invite or their friend or colleagues to stay. The second one is for returning guests, we offer 10% discount. Maybe that's all from me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Deepta, for the presentation. Actually, from my side, you're choosing the Nusa Penida problem, right? So you have four solution, right?
3 minutes.
Three. Okay. Can you go to the solution, the summary of the solution, biar nggak lupa. Summary dari semua solusi. Nah, ini dua, tiga ya. Okay. So for this one, for the marketing in social media, Instagram, let me go to that page, the detail of the Instagram social media. Okay. Let me see once again. Reels, yeah. Yesterday, I believe you said that every property needs to have one account, right? Are you
Yeah.
changing that solution?
Yes, I'm changing that solution because I think it's take a lot of time and resources to control each account.
Okay. My more fundamental questions. Why are you choosing this topic?
Because I think property in Nusa Penida is can be profitable, and also we have more than 30 property in Nusa Penida, so we have to maximize it.
Okay. Why do you think it's profitable compared to
Sorry,
the
miss.
other area? Like, why do you think it is more profitable than the other area that we have?
Because nowadays much people go to Bali or other island in middle of Indonesia to like work from Bali, or we can make work from Nusa Penida. that one.
Okay. Do you have any supporting data to your statement just now? Like there's so many people
Um,
that working around Bali or
I
even Manila.
I haven't searched from data, but I see a lot of news in, and also my friend are going to Bali to work from Bali, guys.
Okay, so do you think that using Instagram or using the promotions or forget the second solution can attract your friends at least to Bukit Vista?
Yes, I think because uh, before we are book some hotel, we need to see how this property look like, how the room are look like, and then we can book the property.
How do you think your friends can find Bukit Vista websites? Not just let's not use your friends, but how do you think the other people that you don't know will see Bukit Vista Instagram account and finally book with Bukit Vista?
Uh, I think we can use hashtag because when people use hashtag, usually it come in our explore, and
Mhm.
then people can actually press it and view our reels.
Okay, we already done that. Have you tried to check in our Instagram?
Yes, I already checked.
What do you think the performance of our Instagram right now?
I think we don't have a lot of reels to see to let the customer see our property.
Okay. Instead of the count itself, we already have a plan to make a reels, right? We already have the schedule to make a reels. What things that we can improve aside of the count itself? Like we need to make more reels. Selain itu apa?
Maybe we can make what to do in Nusa Penida, also uh, what attraction in Nusa Penida. So people are thinking to get to Nusa Penida, and then we can provide them our property.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much, Deepta, for the answers. Actually, I've give some inputs to Deepta. I think uh yesterday I'm not really sure. I missed the request from you to get meeting 2 days ago, but I'm trying to get faster feedback yesterday, but there's no reply from your side. And I think the improvement that you've done today is not that deep because I already sent you some questions like this proposal is actually not strong enough to show your plan if you're accepted here as an intern, and it's not showing how is your understanding related to the problem itself. But yeah, thank you very much for the revision of the solution itself. I think that's enough from my side. Vidi, perhaps you have any question?
Just one question. See, just so you did put in the data of the first. I think the second site was it? Yeah, the year on year, right? 2020, 7.8 million. Yeah. Do we not have any data from 2021?
It's uh, not yet on the website.
Okay, okay, not on the website yet. Yeah. So this is the approximation.
Yeah.
500 per day in 2020, March 2020. But March 2020 is in the middle of the pandemic. Like I think the 14th of March, right? If I'm mistaken, the
Yeah.
start of the pandemic. How do we? Why are we still using the 500 per day? Or why don't we scale it down based on the pandemic situation? Because this data might not be uh, appropriate. I think because as I know, like even during the pandemic, there is a period where there are no ferry at all to Nusa Penida, right? So that's probably zero. So why are we still using the 500? And because this affect the entire plan and strategy, belakang kan. You have to evaluate the potential first, the market size. What is your justification of this one?
This 500 is the latest data, Kak, that I can find.
Oh yeah, latest data. You didn't like unit like maybe approximately 500 on March 23, but probably now it's about how much. There's no data on that yet.
Not yet, Kak.
I see. Yeah, Nusa Penida, we have had to see like a potential in Nusa Penida. We're seeing more potential in Yogyakarta as a region. Is this Nusa Penida area given to you or you chose it?
I chose it
I see. What is the consideration of choosing Nusa Penida as opposed to Yogyakarta, for example?
because Nusa Penida is near to Bali, and uh, we have a lot of property in here and not yet maximized.
I see. You consider that one. Okay. That's all from me, see. But yeah, I agree. Maybe the solution itself is a bit, oh yeah, maybe in
General.
normal circumstances, yeah, in normal circumstances, it might work, this kind of thing. But in Nusa Penida case especially, it's a special case. It's a small island near Bali, and we haven't seen a lot of activities there. You have to make the market as opposed to like use the market in Nusa Penida in this situation. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very much, Dipta, for your presentation.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
Kak.
you, Vidi, for your questions and suggestion. I think that's that for Dipta. Thank you very much. We'll go to the next, which is Pedro. Yeah. Is your connection like uh doing good right now?
Yep, siap. Am I audible, Kak?
Yep,
Hello?
yep, it's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So, yeah, I will share my screen. Give me a moment. Where this is. So, yeah. Uh, Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, my name is Pedro, and now I'm one of the candidates for this role for the internship with MBKM. And yeah, this is my presentation, strategic plan presentation. And yeah, let's go. So, about the table of contents, first thing first, I put the observation. Second one is problem and solution. The third one is key result, and the last one is Q&A. And basically, for this kind of observation, I took with two variables or two point of view because I'm trying to solve one a half or two problems. First one is unsportive market condition, which is the topic or the problem that I take is similar with the previous. It's about utilizing marketing in Nusa Penida. And for the observation, for a brief, it's about unsupportive market condition. Based on the data, for the market condition or for the condition regarding COVID-19 in Bali in general and in Nusa Penida, just for the point, just for the status defined by green, red, and yellow. Uh, it's not quite good for Bali. Just eight green point or green place in Bali, and 42 yellow include Nusa Penida, and 7 red. In total, 57 districts for all the total. And yeah, for this kind of point, still not pretty good because the first thing first, when other people want to decide which one the place they want to go to have their holiday is about the safety. And second one is lack of method, which means this is quite connected with my second problems. Uh, Need more various method to define so the result can be more accurate. And the last one is an attractive attraction. With the explanation is need more specific and fresh to attract the potential customer. You can see the uh, picture. It's about the Google Maps review for as a general property in Nusa Penida. The latest review is 2 years ago, with the total of review just 4 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's 3 point of observation. Next. Okay, so uh, I'm go with two problems or question. First one is like number of book for properties in Nusa Penida location. With the question is how we can improve the marketing for Nusa Penida properties. And the second one is additional method about how we can assess the market size of hospitality that we potentially can grab. So basically, for the first problem regarding with my solution, it's actually applicable for all of the properties because the statement that I'm going to explain is more general and uh, relevant relevant with the current condition. So yeah, let's go. So first one is solution problem one. I use the golden circle method to define the solution, which is with the question is lack of the with the problem is lack of like number of book for properties in Nusa Penida location. By utilizing the social media to branding our brand, basically the things that I want to bring up is about the branding of what actually we offer to our customer or our guest for particularly with the marketing strategy is through the with marketing strategy is through adjust the common way or even create new way to communicate in our social media. Let's start with why. First why is clarify our top offer to guests with the best place, benefit and price. Either it come from Nusa Penida or another properties that we have. So how the way we can achieve the way is create or build iconic host or MC to bring the vibes in every content about our property. In here, I comes with two approaches. First one is use internal, and second one is use external. For instance, the external is like the Traveloka Eats. So basically, the Traveloka Eats is use the people that buy the food, use their affiliation or use their platform. So the benefit is the people can get the discount and the platform can get the exposure. And then second one is update and utilize space Google Maps review information related photo videos in every platform library more attractive with review guests. For instance, I just got one of the example. If I as a guest that want to book a place, I'm actually quite questioning about the review that's that in the page like this one. This is mentioned about exactly like the picture. So actually, I'm as a guest, as a new, not pretty sure know about what actually which one the property that exactly like the picture. The building is nice, clean, and beautiful. So it will be very nice if we can utilize through put the link or put the picture that link it with that kind of properties that the people reviews uh, can give. And then next one is what or outcome visitors can get the context, and that could be more real to become references for visitors and get more trust towards the property, even number of review is low. So like the Nusa Penida, if we regularly update or uh, update for instance, update about the safety in Nusa Penida, about the photo or something that related with the what actually guest needs when the first thing they result about the result uh, about search about what actually the safety of this place. It's mostly coming from Google Maps, for instance. So yeah, and next. So with the clear result is first increase 1 until 25% of content engagement per month, and second one is 100 photo or video update per semester. This is basically depends either per semester or a quarter, and the last one is 2 property review video per week, so we can attract more. Okay, next. Okay, solution for the second problem is for make it clear and accurate, we can use competitor analysis as well to define the market size and market share our property. This is also I put the three reasons why competitive analysis is essential. The first one is they help to establish benchmark towards our competitors, and second one is we can identify crucial gaps towards we or our product and another or other products or other competitors. And the last one is we can determine our why and more exploring or give the understanding about why the guests or the people have to buy our product or use our product. With the explanation for make it clear or for the more understanding about the competitor analysis, I put two kind of competitor analysis, which is direct and indirect competitors. That's that I put direct competitors is a business and target market interest with us, like for instance another that have property or rent their property as like what we do. And then next one is indirect competitor, which is business that is border or more specific and contains our business. For instance, hotel, travel agent with package, and tourist attraction. And next. So the solution is for make it clear and accurate, we can use competitor analysis by define a couple variables. For now, it's for my set, it's available for qualitative. With the variable is company, product, marketing, and customer. For the example, it's true we can answer the questions that provide that we provide from the template. With the expected output is can be used for help more classify in terms of direct and indirect competitor, and benchmark in terms of services, advantages, disadvantages, product, and current hype market, and so on. Next, with the key result is number of percentage of market research, and then percentage of deep understanding about our market competitor. And last one is percentage of adjustment based on the key findings that related with the output of uh, competitor analysis. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pedro, for your presentation. So basically, the problem that you choose as uh, Nusa Penida and related to market size. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'll offer to Fidi first. Do you have any question?
No, not a lot of questions. See, this is more like a strategic. We're trying to build the framework itself on how to evaluate, right? So
Yep.
no question from me lah, Liz.
Nggak ada ya? Okay.
Ya nggak ada kalau gua.
Um, let's go to the first apa namanya PPT slides. First slide. Next cepet. I'll review at the beginning. Jadi actually I don't really get you said that you choose two problems. First slide, coba third, mulai dari third slide. Third slide. Slide ketiga. Ah, okay, and unsupportive market, and then after the unsupportive market, next. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. Jadi kayak belum dapat gitu sebenarnya your pain points nih apa sih gitu ke solution. Jadi what we're trying to do in this like in these proposals, what is the outputs that you're hoping to get?
Okay, so basically, uh, maybe I will try to explain why I comes with two kind of problems. First thing first, is I want to come up with the this kind of method, how we this kind of problem with the additional method, and yeah, about that kind of method is competitor analysis and why I end up with two kind of problems. So first one is in my point of view about the market size. Use the competitor analysis is it's important but not quite useful for we to define market competitor. Um, why? Because it's actually for the current progress of these problems it's already fulfilled or already create, and the result or the number is already exists. So in my point of view, the point is additional method which is competitor analysis could help more specify about the result at the end. So like after we know in general market size for our product, nggak bisa dipungkiri kalau if there is another variables that affect to our number of customer, which is our competitors. That's the reason. And another,
You want to prove something, no?
ya halo Kak.
You want to prove something artinya gitu.
Yeah, I mean the things is for this problem, more help to accurate the result of the data or the number that already exists for this problem. So yeah,
Hmm.
kayak gitu. And then for this, so I think this kind of problem not quite enough or quite important. So I add another problems that I think it's also also important, and end up with my solution is quite applicable for all of the properties. So yeah, I add this one, become the first list of my problem,
Okay.
and with uh, the key result or the key main point that I want to bring from this solution part one, problem one, is about what actually we can do for marketing. It's from like we can have more specific way when we do or when we post the content about our related with our property. And one of the way is through the host. As far as I know from the video in the Instagram, or yeah, from the Instagram, it's actually the video just shown the about the people that record the place and talking about that. So in my point of view, the way we can do more attractive is by they have a house, they have two kind of interaction. So we as a guest, I expect as a guest, I can know what actually the things that the things or the opinion from the host, the 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 way the host that saw the way host saw the properties and so on, it's more attractive. And by that, I also define by uh, option, which is first one is use internal, so we can have host from internal. Basically like the video in kampus Merdeka Kak, yang yang pertama yang they saw about Bukit Vista. So I think that's video can applicable, or the way attraction is can applicable for our properties. So they have host, they talking with the viewers, with the guests, so guests can know. And then another part of that is actually uh, about the update or the video. Why I mentioned this is because when I see the photo or the photo from the Google Maps, it's actually I'm not pretty sure its photo is update. So I think give the context or the update photo or video, it will be useful for us as a guest to have to get to know about the update the update of the properties, even though uh, there is no lot of people go to their properties. I think that's
Mm. Okay. Thank you, Pedro. Yep. I think I don't have any more questions again about that. Thank you very much, Pedro, for your answer and also your presentation. I hope that every one of you can send the link of your presentation after this session through my Slack. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's that. Thank you very much, Pedro. You can stop your screen share. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Vidi, do you have any additional questions or thought?
No, all good for me.
No? Okay.
Thanks.
So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, everyone. You may leave the room, and I think you don't need to work on anything until you accept what is that, the result from our HR team. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for coming to Bukit Vista Trial Program, and hoping to get the best result for every one of you.
yeah. Thank you, Kak.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you, guys. Bye. Fidi, can you stay for a bit?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me stop recording first.